Hello and welcome to the Aaron Werner podcast on iCode Media. I want to do just share some thoughts that are on my mind this morning. I am here in Denver, Colorado at the Vision Source Leadership Summit. Today's the last day. I've been here since Tuesday. We had a great business optometry ease course that Lori Sorensen and I co-presented on Thursday. EASE stands for Eliminate, Automate, Simplify, and Elevate. Great discussion, great group of 50 docs and staff discussing about how we can take our practices to the next level. And then we've had a great day of learning and leadership training and engagement and camaraderie yesterday. And what really prompted me to want to share this morning is we went on a workout. So Chris Wolf organizes an F3 workout whenever we all get together. And I think he's had a podcast episodes around those before discussing what it is, but it's an outdoor workout for men, always outside. And today it is snowing in Denver. We went out yesterday morning, had a great group of guys, said, hey, let's do it again. It's snowing this morning. A San Diego boy like me thought that would be a lot of fun. It was beautiful. And to stay warm, we did a lot of running, and we'd stop and do some push-ups or some other exercises and then pick up and start running. What happened today on our way back, we go to turn around, and there's probably 3 inches of snow, 2 to 3 inches of snow on the ground, fresh powder, beautiful. I missed the trail, or the sidewalk rather, and we're running along. Chris and I are talking about how we can improve some of the programs we're working on, what can we develop to help our practices, help other practices, and my left foot thought it was hitting sidewalk under the snow and instead caught the edge of the sidewalk and a bunch of dirt and gravel that was below, and my ankle decided that it wanted to roll on me. I probably said a bad word or two and felt just a lot of pain. So we stopped. The group that we were running with all stopped. There was 6 of us, and everybody immediately wanted to make sure I was okay. Which is interesting because I'm usually the type of person that helps others, not looking for help myself. Quickly, once I caught my breath, 2 of them grabbed me. We shuffled under a overpass so we can get out of the snow, and stopped and can take account of what's going on. So nothing's broken, really bad ankle sprain, lots of pain, and said, hey, we've got to go back. Somebody offered to call an Uber. I said, no, I think I can make it back. And besides, if I need to ice an ankle sprain, what a better way to ice it than pulling my foot through fresh powdered snow when it's freezing cold outside. So I want to share a picture here for a couple of reasons. One, because it just shows how beautiful that the environment was that we were out in. And so here we've got Oliver and Tim. We look like we're smiling. We look like we're, wrapping arms around each other for a picture. These 2 gentlemen are really supporting me and helping me shuffle back. We ran along this little river here. Like I said, it was gorgeous. Here's us with the bigger group, and you've got Chris there taking the picture, and then Bob and Brandon on the sides as well. So gorgeous environment. Just happened to misstep. And it got me thinking as we were walking back, and certainly made it back, and that life's a pretty funny metaphor, right? So we were cruising along, we were having a good time, got up early, it was worth it, it was beautiful, getting some endorphins in, exercising, and at any moment, something goes wrong. And it wasn't what goes wrong that defines the situation, it's collectively how we all pull together that defines the situation. And immediately, like I shared, this group came together, supported me on the way back, made sure I was okay. Didn't break camaraderie at all, right? The conversation paused for a little bit to take stock of the situation, but the conversations continued. We talked a lot about practices, a lot about how our practices are doing, quite a bit about families and sharing with each other's families. So it was a situation that could have gone multiple different directions. Situation where, maybe the smart decision was calling a taxi or an Uber to get me back, but I would have lost out on that camaraderie with my colleagues, with my friends, would have lost out on the discussion, would have lost out on an opportunity for them to support me, which I think is very important, that when others are trying to help, allowing them that opportunity to help, because it brings value, it helps lift us up, an opportunity for me to receive their help. The Myopia Collective. Cooper Vision and the AOA have partnered in a groundbreaking initiative to change the way optometrists in the U.S. treat children with myopia. The purpose of the Myopia Collective is to rally the profession of optometry and its allies to interrupt the status quo and elevate the new standard of care for children with myopia. Every individual is encouraged to become a member of the collective. By joining, you commit to taking action to help slow the progression of myopia in children. You'll receive updates and information about the collective and its work in the fight against myopia, gain access to educational opportunities and resources offered by the collective, and hear from change agents, the ambassador optometrists selected to serve as advocates for community and policy change that facilitates the mission of the collective. Scan the QR code or click on the link in the show notes to join the collective today. In the past, our focus revolved around prescribing MacuHealth or MacuHealth Plus to patients at risk of macular degeneration, while also recommending it to collegiate and professional athletes for enhanced contrast sensitivity in sports performance. However, this year's introduction of the Life Meter has been a game changer. The Life Meter revealed a concerning truth. Many of my patients have alarmingly low skin carotenoid levels, indicating potential deficiencies in essential body tissues like the retina and brain. Supported by over 30 peer-reviewed publications, Life Meter's accuracy, consistency, and effectiveness has been demonstrated across 2,000 subjects with diverse backgrounds. With this newfound insight, I can now have meaningful conversations about carotenoid levels with all of my patients, even those who may seem outwardly healthy. To learn more about this empowering technology, feel free to contact your MacuHealth representative or click on the link in the show notes. Together, let's optimize patient care and elevate their well-being. Right. Sometimes we want to be the problem solvers. We want to be the ones that take care and fix things. But there's a lot of growth in allowing others to help you and knowing how to receive that help, knowing how to be gracious and say thank you, which I certainly was to this group. And it got me thinking as I'm trying to pack to go home and taking a break here in my hotel room, how does this relate to our practices in our lives? I smile because I think that often, at least for me, we're going down the path of business, practice is going well, everything's going good, and something happens. A key employee leaves. Right now, the fires in Southern California. We had the storms and the hurricanes on the East Coast previously. Could just be a power outage. With how connected we all are now, the internet going out. That's a huge disruption in our practice because we're all cloud-based. And if the internet goes down, we can't access records. Patients can't pay. And thankfully, it rarely happens. But how do we handle those situations? And like I said earlier, it's not the hurdle or the challenge that defines us, but how we collectively address the situation. And in this case, I needed my team around me to help get me back. When things like this happen in my office, quite frankly, honestly, it is my team that pulls through. It's their collective wisdom, their ingenuity, their creativeness, their insights, their quick decision-making, and their communication that helps us get through those type of situations. In a larger community, we see individuals step up and take lead, and others step in to support and help them. So wanted to just jump on for a few minutes, quick episode, but it got me thinking, thought I would share the situation. Want to publicly thank that group of gentlemen that was out with me this morning for getting me back home. And I want to thank Colorado for such beautiful weather. I certainly want to thank my Vision Source team and all the leaders, a couple hundred doctor and staff leaders here this week that just inspire and create and innovate and are so free sharing of their ideas and being challenging me, so that collectively we all leave here better equipped to help our practices, help our patients, and help the rest of the Vision Source community, all 3,000 plus offices that we serve, and the greater optometric community as a whole. So Also, I think this is a nice tee up for the book that Book Nerds is doing next week. The obstacle is the way. Certainly had my obstacle this morning. Looked for the challenges, multiple, getting up early, going outside, working out in 15, 18 degree weather in the snow. But what we learn from that. So I hope you join us for that episode. We'll have that link in the show notes next Wednesday. But thank you all for what you do. Thank you for listening, for participating, and hope that when you get challenges, hopefully they're not like mine and you're healthy, but when you do get challenges, you look for the learning opportunities and the growth opportunities and the positives in there.
Hey, if you enjoyed this episode, make sure to subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts and our YouTube channel, both linked in the show notes. Now, here's something exciting. We're giving away a 1-year subscription to Comprehensive Optometry Simplified. All you have to do is leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, take a screenshot, and email it to me at questions@icodeeducation.com. We'll put that in the show notes as well. We'll be selecting a winner on December 15th, so don't miss your chance to get access to this valuable resource. Thanks again for listening. I can't wait to see your reviews.